Congratulations, you survived another holiday with your family, and now it's Monday. Not just any Monday, it's Cyber Monday. Guess what? Big sales, and also you can buy stuff for yourself too. Let's review some pointers from the cycling perspective of what you should be looking for after this. Welcome to I Know a Guy Bicycles.
Welcome to I Know a Guy Bicycles, hanging out with the guy. Hi, I'm Justin the Guy. Obviously, I have a garage shop. Taking scary out of used bikes one bike at a time.
If you like these videos, please like and subscribe. Welcome back to I Know a Guy Bicycles, hanging with the guy. Hey, I'm Justin the Guy. This is special installment of what should you look for when you're looking for deals for yourself or for gifts. Yeah, let's talk about this. We just passed Black Friday, yeah, and I don't think it's all that black for a lot of companies. Reason being, for cycling and the cycling industry as a whole, Black Friday is usually not that big a deal. I started working for a company called Big 5 Sporting Goods, which is a sporting good chain. That was the first time I actually worked in retail where Black Friday was a crazy thing. Like, you get there at 4 in the morning, you open doors at 5, and there's a line of people out there. What the heck is this? In the cycling world, I've never seen anything like this. So yeah, we may have seen some of that in some areas, neck of the woods, but most likely not in the cycling community. So you're looking at the small business retailers of the cycling industry, no, they probably did not have very much huge Black Fridays as well as deals and so forth. They may have had some, but the big boys that have definitely penetrated the market, Trek, Specialized, Pond, you name it, that does basically direct to consumer now, or heavier discounts. Yeah, you're seeing some of those discounts. That's actually a big heartburn side effect of this recession we're in, right? They have too much inventory. They need to try to sell it. This has been going on for months now, almost a year, and now it's kind of come to a conclusion of like, oh, we really need to dump this stuff. Yeah, so you're seeing some really good deals out there. But let's review a few things as a cyclist like you and me, perspective relating to what's really a good deal and how should I really spend my money this time of year, because I'm not going to be really riding, or if you're lucky in a lucky area where you can go ride, this may be a great opportunity to pick up some good stuff on the way. First off, let's not forget the family, right? And they are probably looking for either, electronics or toys or something for the house and all that. And yeah, you should probably spend some ample time to make the other family members in your household a little happy that may not be just as enthusiastic about bike stuff as like me. I mean, giving my daughter a spoke wrench for Christmas under the tree was not really a good thing last year. So I probably want to focus on more of what she's into than what I'm into. But anywho, those are the typical 4 or 5 things, and also travel deals for people. Take that significant other for a little extra trip to travel somewhere. But anyway, those are kind of the no-brainers or the typical Cyber Monday deals that you see out there. What does that translate to bike shops? That's a good question. So bike shops, well, let's say this. They're really not big on deals this time of year because it's not really their season for majority of the shops. But the bigger boys like Trek and Specialized, they got a lot of stuff to kind of get rid of, as well as other mail order companies, that's where Cyber Monday really fits in, right? Well, if you're looking for that number 1 item on the list is e-bikes. Obviously, everybody's wanting those items right now, and they're most popular in demand. I live in the used market, and quite honestly, don't buy those used. I've talked to several associates and buddies in the cycling industry that are currently working and being affected by this. And yeah, they all come to the conclusion that the used market for e-bikes is not a place to look for an e-bike yet. Unless you're looking at a place like Pro's Closet or a shop that actually is certified to go through that particular brand that they're trying to sell used. Buyer beware on the used perspective on e-bikes. Batteries can cost you a lot if they fail. The warranties may not carry over for the motors, so be really careful and leery about that. Number 2, funny thing, folding bikes. Oh, those Brenton little folding bikes, they're put in a case. They're kind of fun for traveling. That goes with the first top 5, original type 5 for Cyber Monday. You go to travel, get your little bike to go ride around places. they're quite expensive. So if you're looking into those, you'll be like, how much for what little thing? That? Oh, no way. But yes, they are very expensive. You can find some in the used, but sometimes they get beat up pretty good. So sometimes new purchases on that is probably a good idea as well. In addition to the nicer ones come in a case when you travel, you can check them and that kind of thing. So it's kind of a fun thing. But yeah, it's like number 2 on the Cyber Monday for cycling. Go figure. Wow, number 3 is mountain bikes. Oh, my first love of riding. Back in the 90s, I used to race and all that kind of stuff. I sucked at it, but it was a lot of fun. But yes, mountain bikes right now for Cyber Monday is probably going to be one of the bigger sellers as a big ticket item. Reason being is Specialized is like giving them away. They're dropping prices. That's if you have the ridiculous amount of money to spend on these, of course. But yeah, look at those things. Mountain bikes are probably one of the more popular items. It still is in today's world, in the cycling world, even though I more cater to the road bike niche, but mountain bikes are pretty popular and there's a lot of places you can take them. So good prices, right? You got, Specialized dropping the prices, some Treks. I took a peek at this, and if you look at like Jensen's USA, also Planet Cyclery, they're going to have some other brands, maybe like Salsa or Surly or something like that you might be looking for as a niche. Also, there's Mail Direct ones now. Besides Canyon, you got Kona and some other ones that you might want to check out. Shop them. Try not to be stuck on the Kool-Aid of a particular brand, but if you are, most likely it's on sale and it's probably on additional discount. On top of that, they've been sitting on these bikes for a while. We are all getting burned this year. This is not a good year for manufacturers and bike shops alike. So hey, good little gold nugget to do on that Cyber Monday. I know it's all about click and collect kind of thing, but hey, if you really want to spend $4 grand or $3 grand on a bike that's on sale, you can call them up, get a sales rep on the phone. It's like, hey, do you mind fill in the blank? See if you can get the price to come down, free shipping. Most of them probably have free shipping now anyway, but something to go along those lines. They may have an extra little bit of room to wiggle with. If it's a real sale for Cyber Monday, like they're going for the low of the low, they're not going to go any lower, and they'll tell you that. But you never know. You could always ask. I always suggest that even in season on a clearance bike or something, like they may just want to get rid of this, because they are right now scared to death of the bills that they have to pay in December and January and actually the first quarter when those invoices come due on the stuff that they had built several months ago. They're in a pinch. It's not good for them, and they need to move that inventory to get the cash flow going. So it might be a good, definitely a good opportunity for you to buy a mountain bike if you're going to get one. Number 4 would be road bikes. This is my backyard. So yes, road bikes, yeah, same as mountain bikes. They're going to have some discounts out there. Specialized is leading the big dump on them, as in cutting prices. Trek has some on there. You might look at the Pros Closet too. If you're looking in that $2,000 to $3,000 price range, if you only have $1,000 or less to buy, the deals are not that great. I mean, I have stuff on sale and I have some free shipping going right now too, but a lot of those lower end price points, they're just not going to catch the big net of what they're trying to push out there, because guess what? They built too much expensive crap. So they're stuck with it. Now they're trying to move it. But if you're looking for an e-bike road bike or electric assist or whatever, mountain bike assist or electric shifting and all that, those bikes are on sale and they are pretty good discounts. And the thing is I would look up that make and model and check it out on the price point of 2018 and 2019 and see if the retails then match the sale price. If it's lower, then you got yourself something to work with. But if it's riding, they're just going back to where it was before. So keep in that mind, they're due the shell game, especially on some models. But there are some big ones out there that you might be able to capitalize if you're really ready to pull the trigger on that big investment. And again, this is the time of year where it's slow for majority of the shops because it is off season. So this is a good opportunity to kind of do a little haggling, see what they'll do, because Cyber Monday is probably their last kicker, because they'll have trickle sales into December, but this is it. Really, this is when they want to get rid of it to get that cash flow going. And number 5, accessories. Yeah, and parts, mostly parts. And oh, tools. Tools. Yeah, what we're talking about here is like if you're looking for that fancy new helmet, or new gloves, that kind of thing, they're going to be on sale. That's great. That's the accessory portion of it. When you're looking at parts, there is some killer pricing on Shimano kits out there if you're looking for electric shifting. Same thing for SRAM, more of the mid-range stuff. The upper end stuff, what I've heard so far, is still selling, so I'm not going to discount that like Dura-Ace or Red. But you're looking at Ultegra and 105, older stuff, and this is sounding Greek to you. It just means the next level down in middle range. They didn't have very good sales, so in other words, they overbuilt them, and then the prices now have really dropped. So there's some, I've seen this already a few months back. This just kind of intensifies that. So when you're looking at like, I want to buy a titanium frame and get some parts and get some wheels, this is probably the most stellar time to customize with new parts, because you're going to get close to, if not below cost, on all these parts that are actually being sent out for Black Friday to Cyber Monday. So this is a great time to do that kind of custom build if you really wanted to do that. Yeah, the price, the ticket on it is still going to add up to be pretty expensive, but it's not going to get any cheaper than this, because they're going to readjust, and by next year, these prices are not going to be remotely close to what they are on sale for now. Pardon the interruption, there is more. More, you say? Push the more button. Push it. Push it. I dare you to push it. Once you push that button, you get more details about the video you are watching, in addition to all the tools that I use in the shop, as well as suggestion for improving your ride. In addition to help me provide advocacy in the cycling community, also links to other social media accounts as well as my website to find the products I actually sell and other insights in the industry. Other videos linked below. Extend your cycling experience here on YouTube. And now back to your original programming. But the big thing on number 5 is these things, tools. Yeah, they hardly ever go on sale sometimes. The house brand from like Jensen's or Planet Cycler, yes, those go on sale, and they're just kind of a knockoff of the ones. But when you're looking at park tools, and the other one's Feedback and Pedros is probably the top 3 in my head that I like to use. Well, parks hardly ever go on sale. So I definitely capitalized on this, and I think you still can. Through Jensen's USA, they have 20% off of any regular priced item. That's the cheapest you're ever going to get a park tool. So if you're looking for that more expensive park tool, this is the time to do it. Or, I mean, it's like one item, so you might have to do a couple different transactions throughout the day, or switch to different companies like I did. I got some parts or tools coming, which is some bits and a little holder with a new torque wrench that I bought, and a couple other different things. So exciting. So mental note for next year, I'm going to save my pennies when I need to ready to get some new tools. I'm going to wait till Black Friday next year to capitalize on those blanket percentage discounts, because that's the only way I'm going to get this discounted. And 20% off a park, it's not a huge discount, but you're not going to see that anywhere else unless you work at a bike shop and make pennies on a dollar, and then you can't really afford the tools in the first place. So this is the opportunity for you, for those who have their own home garage shop. They want to kind of beautify with either the blue or the red from Feedback or the yellow from Pedro's. This is your opportunity to get those kits or whatever. Some of those are pretty decently discounted, but this is the time of year when they're really trying to push those, because they know they're not going to sell any of those until the season hits again. So this is a great time to tool up, buddy. Let's do it. So here we're at. That's the top 5. If any of those resonate with you and what you're looking for, here's some other little gold nuggets you want to dive into prior to clicking and collecting for them. Well, number 1, the first thing you want to go over is do your research. Make sure it's the right tool, the right accessory, the right size, the right color, and all that. Take your time. And Google is such a huge friend for this, because you can put in that model and they'll give you a laundry list of different companies selling them, and you can kind of really select who has the best price per se, with free shipping and what have you. So definitely look into that. Do your little bit of research. Compare those prices on Google. Definitely read the reviews on some of those. I mean, you know, the reviews are, especially consumer reviews, are usually a gold mine of information if it's really that great. A lot of people are brutally honest on those things, which is great because that gives you an opportunity to think, well, it's good for some time, but not all the time. So if you're only using it for a few times, then it's probably great. If you're going to be using it on a daily basis, maybe you want to look for something better. Anywho, those are really good, and be patient on those prices because, you know, you may have shipping that might be a couple days later or whatever, or, you know, fill in that back order. Hopefully it's not back ordered, but anywho, you can still get those prices. And this time of year, we're hurried to get the stuff, but we're really not in a hurry to get the stuff. You know what I mean? It's one of those things you can just kind of rely on time for that. So anywho, hope those are a couple of nail-biting situations that we're already looking for, and maybe you're already capitalizing some of them on Black Friday, but Cyber Monday for all those big vendors that have been feeling the pinch and the squeeze and the slow economy and all that for dragging of sales for the last 9 months to 12 months. They should have some pretty good deals today, so do some searching. I'm sure you'll find something for sure. Take an extra long lunch break or cut out work early or whatever the case may be before you go back in the house and deal with the screaming kids. Kind of search and buy your stuff in the car. Take that long trip home. You know what I'm talking about. Until next time, from the garage, have a wonderful day.